Hey there, and thanks for joining us for a new episode of the Black Irish Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Black Irish Pod. You can follow myself, Brendan, at Brendalis7. We want to thank everybody for the tremendous support on YouTube and everywhere you download podcasts. Everybody sharing, that's the best thing we can see in our feed is people sharing the video. So thank you very much on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you see us. Just word of mouth has been great. So we want to say a special thank you to everybody that's been supporting us. And on that note, let's kick this thing off. Mr. Mike, how you doing this week?
Doing good, man. How was your week?
It was interesting. Didn't really have much going on.
Hey, I started a new job, so there you go.
There you go. Started a new job. Nothing going on in the world. No new stuff going on in our lives. Just chilling.
Don't we wish nothing was going on in the world?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta grin and bear it.
There you go, man.
But speaking of kicking things off, everything's been going so great for us. We got so much joy, so much love pouring in for the podcast just off the first launch, which is great. I figured we start off this podcast with a confrontation. So we have this game called Super Fight. And now what it is you pick an entity and you get two attributes. It could be positive or negative. And we fight to the death. So before I pull the cards for this fight, which I have no prior knowledge of, I'll mix them up just for...
Probably do, but it's all
whatever.
Good.
We need to pick the arena. So, Mike, what's the arena in which we're going to battle this out?
Hey, the U.S. Capitol. Why not?
At the U.S. Capitol. Okay, let's do it. All right, so for anybody watching and for Mike, you can see I'm mixing up the cards.
Nobody watching believe him.
So Mike is going to be... What is he going to be? Obama! Dude, there is no way. Oh, this is perfect already. All right, and I'm going to be... I haven't even seen it. Jason. All right, I'm assuming that's Jason from the Halloween movies, not just some random dude name.
The person who you are really don't matter. This is the part that matters. So
this is the part that matters. But Jason... Shit. See, there are people that are going to be pissed off at me because I don't think I've ever seen the Halloween movies. I know that Jason comes out of a lake or some shit, so maybe he's got these undead or something. I don't know. All right, so Obama's first attribute is armed with a shrink ray. Son of a bitch. All right. And your second attribute is allergic to all animals. All right. All right. So Obama's allergic to all animals, and you have a shrink ray. My attribute is I'm pregnant. That's great. Good.
How shrink my stomach.
And my second attribute is can match opponent's sides. That doesn't do me very well. It'd be better if you were.
It kind of helps you because the only thing I got to hurt you is the fact that I can shrink you, and that doesn't help me. Fight to the death
in the U.S. Capitol, your home turf. It's been a while, but. It's like your Legends return to the game. It's like the Hall of Fame game for Obama.
So with these objects that we have, how are we going to kill? Who's dying? How are you going to plan on killing them?
Bro, so as Jason, I'm pregnant Jason. If I'm undead, I'm cutting open my stomach, and my undead zombie baby is going to distract you and rain terror on your life as I stalk you through the U.S. Capitol.
Or I just shrink you and step on you, and then it's over, right?
But if you shrink me, I can match your size. So your shrink ray gun is out if you shoot me. So you're done.
Well, is there a turnaround time on that? Like, what if I just shrink you and immediately step on you?
No, it's instant. You shoot me, I match you. It's one of those. It's a stalemate.
So what if I just hit you with the actual Stingray gun? I don't shrink you. I just hit you
Here's
with
what
the actual
I'm going to
object.
level this out, make it easy for you. You're allergic to all animals. I'm going to send my undead baby out into the White House lawn or the Lincoln Memorial, somewhere. He's undead. He'll get there eventually. He will find a rabid raccoon, the one that was not leading your parade. He's pissed off. He's got rabies now. Now he's coming after you.
None of that happens because you don't have a weapon. You're just Jason, who's a person,
that's
and
why
I'm
I said
Obama.
all I got to do is distract you. We're going back and forth in the U.S. Capitol.
No. Because I actually have a weapon here. Even though I don't want to use it to shrink you, it is a weapon. I'm going to hit you with said weapon. I'm not going to shrink you with said weapon. I'm going to hit you.
You're saying just because
with
Jason's
said
slow?
weapon.
Yeah, but if I'm undead, how are you going to kill me? Have you ever seen the
And you're walking
movies?
around cut wide open now because you've cut yourself open for this pregnant baby. So if I can beat you down, you're going to bleed out. So I think I'm going to win this match. I don't think you can win here. I don't think you have a win. Buddy.
The only reason why I'm going to give Obama the victory here is because I technically don't know how to kill Jason. So I can't defend properly if I don't know how I die. So this super fight round will go to Mike. If you have any suggestions, leave us a comment. Shoot us an email, theblackirishpodcast@gmail.com. And we'll try and do this every week and just see if we can get any fun out of it. So I'll give the first round to Obama. But I'm not
By
too
the time this is
it.
over, don't worry. By the time today's episode is over, I'm sure some people are going to have some suggestions.
Yeah, I'm sure. We've already got fan suggestions, which we'll get to in a bit. But it was kind of funny because one of the fan suggestions from my brother and his best friend actually got released from prison. He was in for a few years. I don't want to get into any of the details, but he was in for, I think, about 3 years or so, 3.5 years. And he just got released on like the 28th of 2020. So I'm trying to think, what must that be like to go do a bit for a couple of years and come out and it's a pandemic? Can you imagine like the adjustment that you would have to try and make?
I mean, it's just probably coming home from jail regardless, sure. Man. But in the middle of this and knowing that you can't move around, like you basically are back in jail but free. Like how? Like that's gotta be a crazy.
The world is like a halfway house now.
Basically, yeah, like the whole world though. So you kind of got your life back, but not really. That
but
must
not really. It's one of those things. Like, is it better or worse? Like, does it give you an even playing field because most people are out of work? Or does it put you at an even bigger disadvantage because so many people are out of work, the last person they're going to hire is somebody that just got out?
Exactly. And you're competing with a lot of people right now because people who have so many more credentials might be out of work for reasons not that they not, you know what I'm saying, they're just not work there. And now you're competing with these people and you just came home from doing a 2-year bid, 3, however long. Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly. You got somebody who's the manager of the floor manager of a Macy's or some shit, and then now they're just trying to work at Ralph's, but so they're going to hire them before they hire anybody else.
Hopefully there's like programs and stuff like that for people like that, man, because I know it's got to be tough coming out into this world with that going on, bro.
But I also wonder for like socially adjusting if it's kind of easier because since everything's shut down, it's like, all right, you can only really, be with your family.
There's a certain amount of people, yeah.
So maybe it's easier to kind of reintegrate into society just because, the exposure isn't like, okay, look, we're ripping off the Band-Aid, good luck. It's kind of like, okay, you'll get to live normal life in increments just because the entire world is right now, Yeah,
or if you like, depending on what you went to jail for, you might have restrictions when you come home, and now it doesn't seem so restricted because everybody's restricted. So you know what I'm saying? Like you don't seem like singled out. You know what I'm saying?
You call your PO, anyway. You go, you're not traveling out of state, are you? Or you go, you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not traveling. I can't
travel out of state.
I'm not even allowed to walk across state lines right now. Motherfucker.
Man, bro.
That's crazy to me, though.
That is crazy, man.
But that's just one of those things where it's like, it's got to be hard to be inside, but when you come out and it's a pandemic, the adjustment and the way people live in prison now, I'm like, these people are on TikTok and shit, I'm like, dude, what's going on? Like people
Bro, I
flexing
see
in jail
everything.
on fucking
Like
Pro
I see everything, bro. I see everything, man. I saw a guy on FaceTime the other day when I was on social media. Like, how are you on FaceTime?
Wait. Hey, hang on. You're on social media?
Yeah, I'm on social media, man.
Since
I get
when?
on there, I look around, I visit.
Wait, so you're on
It's
social
forever.
media. You're one half of a podcast, and you don't promote it.
What are you talking about? Oh, huh?
You still just don't want to be famous, do you?
I
That's
don't
fine,
think you have.
but you don't want
I
to
don't think.
promote?
I don't think you have the podcast on the social media that I have. I mean, I promote it on mine, but I have like Snapchat, bro. Like, I don't think you like have
Okay,
Snapchat.
that's all right. All right, Snapchat's okay. I'll
But
allow that.
I'm gonna make a Twitter. I'm gonna get on Twitter
Make an
because I used to have one.
Make an Instagram.
Oh, you have an Instagram. You made an
Instagram
Instagram.
apparently is the hot shit.
Okay,
So yeah, go to Instagram.
gotcha. It's gonna be.
Yeah, considering I just started social media a few weeks ago, and you're not even on it. I mean,
I've
I'll
been on
reiterate
social
it.
media before. I just get off
Yeah, the feedback has been
because
awesome. Much
I need a
appreciated.
social media cleanse every now and then, man. Like it's
Yeah, I try
crazy
not. I'm
world out
trying
here.
to learn from everybody else's mistakes and just stay off it in the beginning. So just train myself not to use it. Like
It's
not
just
to
a
look at
crazy
it
world out
constantly.
here, man. Like you can get caught up on it, just laughing at stuff, seeing stuff that actually is entertaining, but then you get used to doing it, and so you just keep going back. So
But I mean,
every
the
now
good
and
thing
then you just
about
need to take a break.
Yeah, the good thing about it though is, being signed up to Twitter, getting notifications. Got the notification that James Harden got traded, or is being traded. Breaking news.
Yeah, I get that breaking news.
What do you think
I mean,
about
I
it?
get it from Bleacher, but yeah, crazy trade, right? You think they're gonna win the championship now?
No,
You don't think they're good enough to win the championship now,
Lake Show, bro. LeBron's dialed in.
bro? But they were
And
gonna win the
that's me
championship.
being,
Let me
that's
just tell
being
you
a
something.
homer.
I actually think the team without Harden is better, but I still think they're going to win the championship.
The Nets?
Yeah, I think they were better without Harden, with all the other pieces. Well, let me take that back. Before the Dinwiddie injury, with Dinwiddie, without Dinwiddie, Harden is probably better than just Karis LeVert and Jarrett Allen. But
Well,
with
dude,
Dinwiddie,
didn't LeVert go to Indiana?
he went to Indiana.
Dude, that was a sneaky good trade for them.
No, because they got rid of the Oladipo, so they didn't really add.
Oladipo, who hasn't played in 2 years because he's been injured. Come on. He's a 50-50 chance. LeVert has been contributing. Like, you can see what he's like.
LeVert's good. LeVert's good. Don't get me wrong.
Points a game. 17 to 19.
But it ain't like they added. Like they just, it's collateral piece. You got one, got back the same, right?
Houston.
I don't know if they're going to be
actually came
exponentially
out.
better.
Dude, did you see all the picks that Houston got?
Yeah, 4 picks and 4 pick swaps. If they don't end up good after all this,
They should, if they don't win within the next 4 years.
I mean, it's going to take some time, but in 2 years, if they get.
All right, if they don't win by 2025, they should be forced to move to Seattle and become the Supersonics again.
They're probably
the franchise.
by 20
You guys
by
obviously
25.
can't do it
Seattle will
against-
probably have their own team. They'll
should
definitely have a
it.
team by 25.
You should hope so, but you never know.
Nah, people, it's too much in the air for them for 4 more years. You think 4 more years from now they'll still be they'll still be not? I think they'll have done it within 4 years.
Look at the Jets, bro. I mean, you go. It seems easier to do it in the NBA than the NFL, just because you rely on less players in the NBA.
And it takes so much for the NFL because they got so many. Like everybody got to agree. You got to have the owner approved by the other owners, and like it's just so much to it. Like,
yeah, it's just it's absolute craziness. But that kind of the whole NBA pick swap thing got me thinking. I'm like, dude, why doesn't every league do that?
what?
The pick swap. It shouldn't be like, okay.
I mean, they all do it. You just don't hear about it.
Well, no, they do conditional draft picks, but they don't do.
No, NFL does. I'll swap your pick, but it's later round, so we don't really hear about those trades.
That's what I'm saying, though. It should be like those first and second rounders. Like Houston's got 4 pick swaps for 4 first-round picks. And, it should be, I think it should be the same way in the NFL. That'd be a hell of a lot more interesting. It shouldn't be like, hey, we sure hope the Bills suck in 2 years. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like, hey, man, it's the luck of the draw. It's a trade. Risk reward. It should be based on actuality. Or it should be based whatever they're, I don't know. Kind of going all over.
You're right, man.
That, but it just feels like it should be that way across the board. Like wherever they end up, that's what you should know what pick you're getting, and you should be able to decide if you want to swap it or not.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna always be for work. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll check their late one because clearly the Nets are expecting to be good for the next 4 years with the team they're now assembled. And we'll swap our second for your late one, probably. Something like that. It's not going to be nothing.
Yeah, it's still going to be interesting to see how Harden meshes with KD because basically he's going in.
No, that's not going to be the problem. The problem is going to be with the guy who's not playing right now. The guy who's, I don't know what I'm not even going to get into his personal life, but something's going on with that guy. But yeah, that's going to be the problem.
He's always been a loose cannon kind of a dude.
Yeah, and he's been like in Happyville because KD's the perfect superstar. KD doesn't whine. He doesn't say much about anything.
He's been getting a little more aggressive this year, though. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah, because he's got something to prove. But I mean, he's just more of the chill.
Soft. Let me show you I'm not soft.
No, so he's more of the chill superstar, so he's gonna deal with it. But Harden definitely ain't. Like you shoot the ball 40 times and Harden don't get his shots. Then here we go.
But that's the thing is Harden's been doing it his way for so long, but as, forcing himself out of Houston, he's basically saying, like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win a championship. So he's got to make sure that he does whatever it takes because if he goes there and tries to dominate all time, it's not going to do any good.
Not going to work, man. And on that note, I need the Nets to still win tonight, even though they traded away half their team.
How much did you give up? How many points did you give up?
No points. I took money line, so I just need them to win.
Oh, all right. Go
Nets. Let's go Nets.
So moving on.
Did you see that? Did you see that whitewash the other day?
No.
What? You didn't watch the national championship? That was a whitewash, man. They washed the field with Ohio State, bro.
Well, what did I text you? I said, you think Fields is going to do it? And you said...
I thought he was, man. I thought he was going to pull through for me.
No chance. Double-digit loss.
I definitely thought they would go pull through, man. I definitely thought that. I don't know. I just had something. I had a feeling that Justin was going to pull something out for me, and he disappointed.
You know what, though? He didn't even disappoint. Alabama's just too good. They're just too good. It's like Alabama's always good, and then now this year they're scoring 40, 50 points.
40 points a game.
At the end of the last 4 or 5 games of the year. It's like, dude, you can't stop that. You can't.
Bro, like...
You can't stop Alabama when they score 20.
Smith is good, but I've heard like Jerry Rice comparisons. I just don't think he's that good. Like, I don't think he's that good, man. I think he's good, but they also...
I felt real bad. He could have just destroyed every freaking championship game record ever.
He was killing them. Killing those dudes. They were running like joke plays.
Yeah, they were having fun, which is what you should do, but it was definitely at Ohio State's expense.
What's your opinion on, do you like pay attention, like are you into like players? What's your opinion on Mac Jones?
Honestly, dude, I used to be so into college football. I used to know, stats on most players that were, relevant. I don't anymore. I barely know the teams, but I mean, just from what I saw, he reminds me kind of like almost like a Carson Palmer. You're like, he could be good, but he could also just be like okay. He could also be, David and Derek Carr, but he could be, somebody. No.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of him. 1 year wonder quarterbacks always scare me, but He's got size and he definitely got the arm. That boy can put the ball wherever he wants to put it.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. But, I just hope they get all this college football shit worked out for next year and understand where they made mistakes, where they need to.
They made mistakes by putting your team in it. That's the mistake they made.
I 100% agree with you. I feel too.
But they're gonna always. It's always gonna be in the fact that what's your coach's name? What's his name? Kelly.
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly.
The mom.
Fact that he come out afterwards and like, yeah, we're gonna keep getting here. Yes, you're gonna keep getting there. Actually, come next year, I don't know because you're actually playing in the ACC next year, so it's only one team out there. You don't get that.
They played in the ACC this year.
Yeah, but it wasn't two conference. Next year's two conference. It's only one champion.
Well, we'll see. As long as they get their shit together, it needs to be one of those things where they just keep the student athletes for all different sports, but especially college football. Just because it's the most prime time. Just keep them in a bubble on campus. Just go look. These, this quadrant, these buildings are, isolated, and that's it.
That's a good idea.
It's a huge.
That's actually a really good idea. These colleges, especially the Power Five, they make enough money where they can do that.
That's the thing is they would be the ones that do it to where they just go, look, this section of campus is shut down to everybody else because the important people go here.
But a normal year, Notre Dame doesn't make it. So but.
Well, here's the thing. I feel two ways about it. Number one is a part of me is still glad that we get the nod. Like when it's like, we'll get the benefit of the doubt.
It's always going to be when it comes to, it's Notre Dame just because they're going to sell tickets.
Exactly. It's monetarily it makes sense, which I'm glad for. But being a Notre Dame fan, if I'm being honest with myself, I did not want to go to that. I'm like, we're going to get fucking creamed. We're going to get crushed. So it's either we make it to the top 4 and get crushed, or they don't let us in and it's like, oh shit, our time in the sun is over. Like they're not giving us the benefit of the doubt anymore, which would suck. But then we go and play, in the Orange Bowl and we play, Penn State and then beat them like 35-20. And it's like, all right, then we finish in third in the AP poll. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe next year. And then we end up at ranked number 5 in the top 8 people next year. I haven't looked for this year, the pre-rankings, the too early pre-rankings for next year. But
yeah, I was about to ask you, like, who's going to be the quarterback next year? Like, what's it looking like coming back for them next year? Because I don't know much about Notre Dame, honestly.
They've got a sophomore. They're kind of going to rely on their skill players to form a quarterback around them. But they did really good recruiting. They're beefing up the line. They're doing it the right way. But they're Notre Dame playing against these these Power 5 conferences, the champions out of there, they just have these super athletes that it's like Notre Dame's just never going to get them. But, the fact that they're still competing at this level is pretty impressive.
Yeah. They get their fair share of recruits, but it's Notre Dame.
Yeah, we get Samoan linebackers, white safeties, good quarterbacks, and offensive and defensive linemen. Skill positions go to the SEC and the Big Ten. Running backs go to the Big Ten, and wide receivers go to the SEC.
There you go. SEC gets the speed.
They're fast, man. So, pivoting on football to the NFL, I figured we'd take a look at each game this week and kind of make our playoff predictions and see how well we do. So, I'll open it up and we'll do the full bracket. I want you to pick all the way down to the Super Bowl champ, and we'll see how terrible you do each week. Me too.
Oh, don't worry. I ain't doing terrible. I'm gonna do right because there's only one option for the Super Bowl.
All right. So, well, Dallas can't win. Sorry to tell you, bro.
No. And being that they can't win, there's only one option. But we'll get there when we get there.
Mahomes fellow.
You know it.
Yeah, of course. All right. So we'll take KC over Cleveland in the first round. Which, by the way, bet all of your money on the house for Kansas City in the first half. I think the game's 10, which means the first half will be like 6.5 or 7.
You'll get the first half.
Bet the house.
House. Yeah, you can bet the house on the first half. They haven't covered it in so many weeks though in the game, so I wouldn't say put it on for the game to cover. But they're definitely going to cover in the first half.
They're going to come out and go, okay, Cleveland, let's put you in your place. Because I'm super impressed and happy for Cleveland fans. They got that win. They came out, but they won the way Cleveland needed to win. They came out. It was weird for the first half of the first quarter.
Yeah. Only thing about putting the money on them in the first half is if they've been resting. So if they come out rusty, Cleveland can run the ball. So they can, you know what I'm saying, make it interesting for at least a half.
Monster with Chubb and Hunt. Monster.
Yeah.
All right, so you got KC over Cleveland. Baltimore versus Buffalo.
Free Kodak. I'm going with Baltimore.
I am not. I'm going Bills all the way.
Yeah, my brother's a Bills. He's with the Bills. He thinks the Bills going to beat the Chiefs next week.
Yeah, I see that.
He's highly. I don't know why you see that. You must got some drunk goggles.
I'll tell you why. It's because the Bills seem to have the most solid foundation. It seems to be that even though they still have Bills things going on in the game, there's all these weird plays during Bills games for some reason. Their foundation's good to where it doesn't crumble them. Where it used to be like those weird plays that happen, that's like, oh, they're gonna lose again. How do they keep doing this? And now they're coming out on the right side because the other team is making the mistakes because they don't have as good of a foundation. So
I get you, and that's a whole philosophical reason. But we get down to X and O. Did you see that defense last week? If you think that they want any parts of Patty Mahomes, you are highly mistaken, my friend. Highly mistaken.
I just think that KC's offense isn't as sharp as it was last year, and Buffalo's defense is sharper than it was last year. So
no, they were a lot better last year. They stink this year. That defense is
in the playoffs.
They have,
dude. The last couple weeks of the season, when they needed to win, their defense stepped up
because they put up 38 points a week. Then they turned the team into a passing game, and yes, don't worry. Mahomes walks in the arena in a passing game. You ain't got to turn this into no passing game. Mahomes walks in, and this is a complete passing game. I think their top rusher has 600 yards. Don't worry. He's throwing it no matter what. So you ain't got to do that.
All right, bro. I'll trust you.
Hey. No. That defense is. I like Josh Allen. I like the fact that he's going to have a chance. He's going to give him a chance. It's not going to be a blowout. He's going to give him a chance. The way that defense looked, and Josh Norman as your starting cornerback on one side, just not going to get it done, buddy. Just not going to get it done.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, though.
It's not going to happen anyway since Baltimore's going to win. So who cares?
Exactly. But the matchup I do like is I do like the fact that they have safety to cover Kelsey. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they're solid where they need to be, is what I think.
So Patty's going back to back.
Let me guess. In the Green Bay Rams, you're taking A-Rod all day, right?
I want to take the Rams. I want to take the Rams. Not gonna do it though.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going with Mr. Rogers in the snow.
Yeah. And then we've got the AARP Bowl, Tampa Bay versus New Orleans.
And I'm taking Drew Brees. All day, every day, and twice on Sunday, baby.
All right, so we got KC and Baltimore in the AFC Championship game. We know you're going KC, and then
as much I want to go with Lamar, man. Free Kodak, can't do it.
So then you're going Green Bay versus New Orleans in Green Bay.
We're definitely going with Green Bay.
And then you got Patty Boy,
the highest scoring Super Bowl we've ever seen ever. And I'm going with Patty Mahomes pulling it out, baby.
Final score.
It's probably going to be like 52-45. Like they're going to put up numbers.
All right. So then I took Kansas City. I took Buffalo over Cleveland. I took Buffalo over Baltimore. Green Bay over LA. I know I live in LA, but they're going to get slaughtered.
Yeah.
They're going to get slaughtered, even though
the thing about it is, I don't think they're going to get slaughtered. I think that they can win the game, but I'm going with Green Bay because of the Aaron Donald injury. If Aaron Donald wasn't hurt, I would probably pick, if we were betting money, I would bet money on the Rams. They have the ingredients to win. The Packers have one receiver, and the Rams have literally the best corner in the league. He's shutting down every top receiver. So they're cutting off their head. They can cut off their head. Huh?
They have the entire other side of the football field and the middle.
Yeah, but they don't have any players. Name another player that's going to catch a pass for the Packers. Like, name another. You don't know another receiver. You know why? Because they all stink.
Yeah, but you
It's
also have
Aaron Jones.
Rodgers, who is
It's
throwing.
Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Devontae, and that's it. And their left tackle is out for the season. So Aaron Donald could dominate, but he's injured, so I don't know how well he's going to play.
Listen,
So I can't put money on that.
You say that the
I said they got a chance.
Listen, you say the Rams have the right ingredients, but listen, everybody's making lemonade. Aaron Rodgers has fresh lemons, fresh cane sugar, and the right recipe. Okay, the Rams are dealing with country time lemonade and tap water. It's not gonna come out the same.
Let's not act like Aaron Rodgers is all world when it comes to playoff. Like, he has one championship in all these years.
I think Aaron Jones is gonna be the monster of the game. I think he's going to tear it up. He's going to be the X factor.
He's the X factor.
So then I have good old Drew Brees winning one more game before he rides off into the sunset with his broken body. But then in the AFC Championship game, I have Buffalo beating Kansas City and going to the bowl against Aaron Rodgers, who will be a two-time champ. And I'm saying it's going to be 38-20.
If it ends up Aaron Rodgers versus the Buffalo Bills, it will be a fiesta for Aaron Rodgers because he will carve that defense up.
Yeah, it could. You never know. All right. Well, enough of that. We'll pivot off of sports. What have you been watching or listening to lately?
I'm actually listening to anybody who likes our podcast probably doesn't listen to it, but go give Mode 3 a listen. He got some soulful music. His name is Mode 3, M-O-3.
Mode 3.
He's actually deceased now. He was shot dead, and I just started giving his music a listen to. Real soulful music. Go give that a listen to. And I've been watching Blacklist, man. The new season that was just on CBS. Yeah.
Dude, I love the fact that you're like me, dude. Like Dallas and I, except for we watched Wayne recently, which is it's 10-part half-hour series on Amazon Prime, which is awesome.
Okay.
Because it's only a half hour. So it's like bang, bang, boom, you're done. But mostly we go back and watch shows that people are like, this is awesome, like 5 years ago, and we're like, oh yeah, we're just watching it now.
Yeah, that's for me. I gotta have you ever seen Sons of Anarchy?
Yes. That one I got Dallas into when it was actually in like the third season or so. So we actually started watching that one live together. But yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it, so I might give that a run at some point. I tried at one point, man. I just couldn't get me, but I might, with all this lockdown and being stuck in the house, I might run that back and see if I can get into it.
The first two seasons are awesome, and then it's like any other show. It's like they just keep.
You ever seen Ozark?
No. Which I know
if you get bored enough, give that a try.
We watched the first season, the first like 4 episodes, and then
and you still didn't like it.
And then we stopped and never went back.
Yeah. Okay, well then it's not for you then. It's not for me either. But I'm just giving you shows that people had put me on too. I watched about 3 episodes and I was like you. I was like, this ain't for me. But maybe I thought you might, you know what I'm saying, you and Dow Pal might get like that.
Yeah, we don't get much time to watch much of anything. I try and catch sports when I can't, you know.
Oh no, I totally understand, man.
So Mode 3.
Mode 3.
I've been listening to a lot of like, I don't know, country. Like Luke Combs has been. He's a country dude. He's always.
I listen to Luke Combs. Beautiful Crazy, man. That's my jam, bro.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's my jam. I've been listening to fucking Rufus a lot around the house.
I don't know who. I've never heard Rufus though, but I definitely listen to Luke
Shaka
Combs.
Khan. Tell me something good.
Oh,
bro, they do not write lyrics like that anymore, dude. There's a line in there that says,
"That's that good music."
I'll make you wish there was 48 hours to each day. That's how hard she's gonna love you. You're gonna wish there was twice as much time in the day. That's like when you're going out on your anniversary. Let's say, okay, go out on a Friday night on your anniversary, and you go out to dinner. You know, Maybe have a couple extra cocktails just because, you know, you walked from the hotel. You got a hotel, walk there. You're like, all right, we're getting a little loose tonight. We'll have some fun. Go walk home, have a little drunk walk home back to the hotel, put on some music on your phone, drunk window shop, you know, have some fun. Get back to the hotel. Then you go in there. Depending on how dinner went, you either go in for a nightcap if she's ready to party, or, you know, if it was like a wine night or something. Then you just go upstairs because, bless her heart, she wants to have fun, but she knows that she's going to pass out if she has one more drink. So you go upstairs. You know, you go upstairs. You go to find the remote to look at the bottom line on ESPN while she goes to the bathroom. Then you're looking for that stupid hotel book to find the channel guide. And then it's, of course, the one hotel book that the channel guide's a separate fucking paper in the nightstand by the Bible. You're like, God, I just want to see what the scores were.
Did you have a bad experience, sir?
And then by the time you get the ESPN on, you're like, hang on a second. I didn't hear the toilet. Oh, she's not going to the bathroom. Start stretching, crack open a couple of waters, leave them randomly around the room, you know, on the nightstands and shit. Dude, you've been in this situation before. You don't want to cramp up and not be able to twist off the water bottle top, all right? You got to have them open, ready to go. And then she walks out wearing something sexy.
You really get this prepared,
something good. Come on,
hey,
bro.
I respect the fact that you get this prepared. I love it, man.
Dude, that's just that's how music used to be written. Was they told you a story, they made you think about, like, oh, they make you tense up, and then you get that chorus, that payoff. Tell me something good. Oh, so good. But that, I mean, that just goes to show you, though, like, on my phone, dude, God bless Dallas, because on my phone I have so many playlists just of, like, random shit, because I'll put, like, Luke Combs, Rufus, 38 Special, like, Hold On Lucy, like, just weird shit, and I'll put it on a playlist, and she's just like, oh, God, what is this garbage? I think it's almost like me leaving my clothes on the floor, like my jeans that I'm going to wear the next day. She's just like, whatever. It is what it is at this point. But I also think I've got, like, 5 or 6 playlists that just say new. Like, they can't all be new. One's from, like, 2010.
It still says new. You need to update that, bro.
But the thing is, dude, I don't like deleting them because even as random as they are...
No, not delete it. Update it. Just change the name, man.
But I'll just be like, you know, like, it reminds me of... I obviously put the songs on a playlist for a reason. Like, they reminded me of something at the time. And then when I listen to those playlists, it brings me back to wherever I was. You know, so that part's... I'm sorry I'm fucking boring you, Mike. Damn, bro.
No, man. I'm getting tired. You got to realize it's bright and early on your end, man, but it's getting late over here, buddy. Getting late. And I've been at work all day.
All right, bro. Well, then in that case, we'll jump based on a listener suggestion from last week's podcast. There was we were discussing what animal we most identify with if we were going to be a Disney princess. For anybody that missed it, go ahead and check that out. But there was a particular issue you had with dragons that got brought to our attention. So let me just refresh your memory.
I know no dragon, especially not no fire-breathing dragon that never existed. But we're not even gonna go there yet.
Sound familiar?
It is very familiar because I said more than just yet last week. I say it all the time.
All right, so we're gonna play a little game called Real or Fake. I'm going to give you a list of animals. You're going to tell me if they're real or fake. All right? Mer people. We'll start off easy. Mer people, softball.
Mer people?
Mer people. Have people have fish.
Fake. Doesn't exist.
Fake. I've always wondered where their genitalia was, but I guess they're fake.
Well, it depends. If it's the girl, pretty much can be anywhere, right?
Yeah, but the guys don't have, like, little merman knobs. They should have like a little buck knuckle, like it just looked like, you know, baseball pants or some shit, just like a little bulge.
Maybe it's not really fish. Maybe it's the skirt.
It might have opened up a new window. Just really, really good swimmers that can hold their breath for a long time. Just a bunch of weirdos.
People with gills.
People with gills. But mer people don't have gills.
Oh, then I don't know what the hell to tell you.
All right, Tasmanian devil.
Real.
That is real. All right, I'm just seeing where you're at. I'm getting a gauge here. All right. A jackalope.
A jackalope. That's real.
That is absolutely not real. What do you think it is?
I don't know. Sounds
it's
like
a jackrabbit and an antelope.
An antelope. That's what it sounds like. Hey.
You really think they were able to maneuver like that, bro?
Yeah, why not?
Oh no, rabbits are small. What about a dick?
A dick.
A dick.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be real just because it sounds so fake, bro.
It is real. It kind of looks like an antelope, actually.
There you go. See?
What about a sea pig?
A sea pig.
A sea pig.
I've never heard a sea pig. I heard a sea lion. Yeah, ain't no sea pigs, Brendan. Sorry.
That's an absolute thing. Sea pigs are a thing.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Clearly, I'm not up to date on my marine water life. You know why? Because I ain't never trying to go in the water. I don't live in the water. That's their world. They can have it. I'm a land creature. That's
but
it.
Do you eat fish?
Do I eat fish? No.
Shellfish?
I eat shrimp.
Yeah.
I eat shrimp.
I don't eat fish. I eat shrimp. What the fuck, Mike?
But I don't eat fish. Like I don't try to serve me no whiting.
Shrimp come from the ocean.
That. Yeah, that's it. But I don't go in there to get them myself. I buy them from the store. Okay. Somebody else go in there and get them.
Would you? You don't like crab?
It's too messy for the little bit of meat that's in there.
You're way too high strung and hoity-toity.
What? Nah, bro. Like, come on, man. You getting all dirty right, for that little bit of meat. Give me some crab legs.
If you could never go in the ocean or have anything out of the ocean ever again, but you'd never have to go in it. Like, would you be willing to give that up? Like,
yeah.
You would just be like, fuck shrimp.
Yeah, like they're not that important to my life that I don't want to go. Look, bro, the ocean is where they live. It's their habitat.
We go in everywhere else and destroy people's habitats and take over.
No, I don't. I can't speak for what humans do.
Fair enough.
Personally, I don't. Like there are people who go into the ocean and kill whales for whatever reason. I will not, and I will not feel bad if they slip off their boat and the whale eats them because they were trying to come kill them. I will not feel bad about that. You went into that man's habitat. That's what happens. Just like if you come into my house, I will shoot you.
I mean, I am definitely afraid of human-eating whales. That's definitely not something that I'm looking forward to. I don't know why my mic.
I don't even know if they eat you though. Like they're just like gonna swallow you whole, right? Like.
You've seen Pinocchio too many times.
Right, so people listen to this podcast and think I'm an absolute idiot, bro.
No, these are just funny little quirks. That's what makes you Mike. That's what makes you the best.
Yeah.
What about a centaur?
Centaur, I don't even think that's real. That just sounds fake.
That's a half man, half horse.
Like the dude off Mortal Kombat.
Yes, kind of. I forget his name, but that guy was a pain in the ass.
Hey, he was.
So what about a Pegasus?
Pegasus is real.
Pegasus is real.
Sounds real. No, that's like a computer system, bro. Hold up, Come on.
Whoa,
bro. I've heard the word Pegasus before. I think I've used it like as a computer system or something. I don't think we're talking animals?
Yeah, still animals.
Yeah. No. Come on. Yeah, Pegasus. I don't know if it's an animal or not. It might not be real. I've used a Pegasus.
Is a horse with wings.
A what?
A horse with wings.
That ain't real, bro.
All right. What about a unicorn?
That's not real either.
What about a horse with a lump on its head?
I mean, take a horse and hit it with a hammer. You can make that happen. Shit.
What about chupacabra?
No, I don't even know. I'm not even going to think about that. It sounds so fake.
What about fossa?
Fossa, like Mufasa?
Like fossa. Fossa. Fossa.
Oh, no, fake. It's not.
It's real. It's kind of like a puma or a panther.
Never heard about that. Oh, well, I guess that's where Mufasa came from, right?
Yep. Probably.
Oh, wow.
What about werewolves? I want to see where we're at here. I want to get the right
Yeah,
page.
werewolves are real, and they're going to turn into something, and yeah, that's what's going to happen. There you go.
All right. What about
what's the little show that used to come back on? What was it back in the day? What's his name? Michael
J. Fox? You mean Teen Wolf?
There you go. Teen Wolf. That's how old I am, bro. I'm old enough to watch Teen Wolf. I just aged myself.
Yourself, bro.
Make sure you edit that part out.
Good thing you got that good skin. What about
Black
Bigfoot?
don't crack, baby?
All right, this is legit. What about Bigfoot? What about the Yeti?
All that's fake. I don't believe in none of that. No Yeti, no Bigfoot, no dinosaurs, no dragon. Get
what?
all that make believe stuff out of here.
Whoa.
Get all the make believe stuff out of here.
Make believe dinosaurs?
All of that is make believe. Dinosaurs is make believe. Dragons, Bigfoot, right. Yeti. What's this? The Loch Ness monster. They're all pretty much the same.
Okay.
To me.
So, are you telling me that dinosaurs fall in this category?
I know no dragon, especially not no fire-breathing dragon that never existed. But we're not even gonna go there yet.
How?
Yes. Dinosaurs fall in that category. So you want to tell me that you believe, right?
Yes, to whatever you're about to say.
That there were animals big enough to roam this earth and basically crush us with one step. Like they were that big. Why they ain't here? Where they go?
I believe that there were
and they just all just left.
Creatures that were large enough to crush human-sized things? Yes. Do I believe that they crushed humans? No. I think that we're here at two different times.
So we were here. So they just disappeared. Yeah. That's what you believe.
You don't think that other animals go extinct? Happens all the time.
So tell me, if they were here before us, they just went extinct. How? What made them go extinct? Bro? They just died off.
I personally know, Mike. Stopped. I don't talk to dinosaurs on the regular.
I mean, I'm just saying. So what made them stop reproducing? How does
anything die off?
Because they stop reproducing and they run out. But if there's no one here, ain't nobody killing them. Who's killing dinosaurs? Okay, so we're not killing.
What if dinosaurs are like pandas? And they're just like, dude, dinosaurs are the ugliest things ever. I am not fucking another dinosaur. Because that's what they have to do with pandas. Pandas, like, they won't reproduce, so they have to put them together in a habitat and try and entice them to reproduce. Maybe that's what dinosaurs. Maybe like
dinosaurs there should have been only 4. So then there should only been like 4 dinosaurs because they never would have reproduced with each other, right? Because wasn't nobody here to force them to reproduce.
What if they're like male seahorses are the ones who impregnate themselves or some shit like that? I think. What if certain dinosaurs are like that? We just don't know about their reproductive stuff. And by the way, Mike, there's probably information about dinosaurs out there that we just don't know about.
But you know about dinosaurs, right? How many stories have you heard about dinosaurs reproducing? Just tell me.
Not many, because they don't go to my parties. Normally, you talk to other humans about
when people talk about dinosaurs, they be like, "Oh, we found these bones." Ooh, I've never in my life.
What about the bones?
Heard a dinosaur reproductive. Because somebody just put that there, bro. That's fake.
What do you mean somebody put that there? Like made out of what?
It's made up. The bones are made up. They're made up.
Made of what?
Like, that's fake. Made up whatever they wanted to make them of. It's fake. It's fake, bro. Like it's make believe. Like that's why they find one like every 4 years. It's like, oh my goodness, I found a bone for a T-Rex in the middle of West Covina. Oh my God! I just happened to come here for some reason. I don't know why I came here, but it's a bone. Here we go. I got it. Oh, we're gonna keep digging.
Horn at the West Covina Best Buy.
Yeah, like bro, come on, cut it out,
dude. But they're discovering new fossils and stuff all the time. So you're telling me that there's this elaborate scheme to create some sort of composite material that replicates bone density all that kind of stuff. People are then going to random places, West Covina Best Buys, burying them, hiding them.
No. They're not. They don't need to bury them or hide them, because how many times have you seen somebody discover a bone and there was a camera crew there, or a bunch of people?
Never,
He just pulls up with the bone, and then they show up. The bone's already ain't like they're there when the person finds the bone. They all show up after he's got the bone already. How do we know he actually dug it up? So you see video of someone actually digging the bone out the ground? No, you don't. Pull it up for me. Show me. You know why? No one's ever there when the initial bone is found and it's getting dug up. Everyone just sees the end result. Here we go with the bone. Yeah, and listen, Brendan, let me tell you, man, it is make believe.
Bro.
There was no animal here.
I never want to play Clue with you, ever.
Nobody
did it. Nope.
There was never animals here that were big enough to run us, like they could kill us. A Tyrannosaurus Rex could kill however many human beings he wanted. Like he would literally could eat. Like, bro, come on. Like, why would he ever have to leave? Why would they ever have to leave? Who's going to make him leave? If he wanted to stay forever, who's going to make him leave? He would make little Tyrannosaurus Rex babies, and they would just run the earth forever.
Dude, the guy probably got an anal infection because he couldn't wipe his ass when he took a shit. All right?
Hey, listen,
it gets
bro.
into your bloodstream, and, next thing you know, hepatitis.
I get that. I get
done.
that.
All right, so I thought we were going to talk about this. So you do not believe that the most enormous Seismosaurus, believed to be the biggest dinosaur, was about 150 feet long from head to tail. A football field and a half.
Yeah, and for some reason he ain't here no more.
But his bones
Somebody made him leave. Yes. Okay. Somebody killed him.
Nobody made them go anywhere. They just couldn't survive anymore.
Why? So how
you
long?
think humans are going to survive forever?
What do you mean?
No chance, bro. Dude,
I don't think
humans got a shelf life. Like
each human has a shelf life.
Humans in general have a shelf life.
Yeah, when God says it's over, when he comes down from
the entire organization of us humans, dude, at some point there's going to be too many different chemicals in the air, and it's not going to work anymore. I don't know whether we get phased out or we blow each other up or what, but dude, you think that humans are going to exist endlessly?
Yes.
But you don't believe in dinosaurs?
No, because if dinosaurs were anything like any other regular animal, they would still be here because they would continue.
Explain how animals get extinct.
What animals get extinct? Which animals get extinct because people kill them? There's something here to kill them. Dinosaur would be the most dominant species. There's nothing here. Who?
Make these endangered species.
They're endangered species because people are killing them off, or things are killing them off. It's not always people. For example,
things. Okay, exactly.
Yes, but there's nothing that can kill a dinosaur. So, bro,
everything
that's
is killable. It's an animal.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex is not killable. You don't have any stories about somebody killing Tyrannosaurus Rex unless you're talking about Jurassic Park.
Because it's not real. The dinosaur is real. If it's real, it can die, like anything else in this world.
Listen, how many stories you're telling me? What you're doing scientific? What I'm saying is, how many stories you know of a T-Rex dying beside Jurassic Park? Never. There's not those stories of that. You know why? Because who's killing the most? It's kill. There at the end of the day, there's always a top to the food chain. All right.
Yeah, it's humans.
The food chain. There's a top. Well, guess what? We weren't there when the dinosaurs were here, supposedly. So guess what? They were the top of the food chain. That's why humans are always going to be here, because we reproduce and we're the top of the food chain. We're going to be here until the world is over. Until no one's here, we're going to be here because we're the top of the food chain and we reproduce.
Right, but so you're agreeing with me until no one's here. So at some point, no one.
Yeah, because I believe in God. I believe the Lord is coming back, and so at some point He's going to come back, and we're all going to live eternity, or the ones who go see Christ, and that's my beliefs. But what I'm saying is, if at some point there was a dominant species here, all they had to do is keep reproducing, and why are they not here? We're going to be here because we're going to keep reproducing.
Do you also know that like a Stegosaurus, the size of their brain was like the size of a Brazil nut, which I've never been to Brazil nor imported their nuts, but I'm assuming it's, size of a quarter or something.
What they got to do with them humping?
Nothing, but if you're not intelligent enough to acquire new food, if you eat all the food in your area, if you're not smart enough to migrate and keep moving, and you just go, man, everything's dead here, this sucks. Maybe that's how they died.
Except for they had a whole Earth to roam. Like there was nobody else here. It was just them.
Maybe they got to the ocean and said, fuck that.
So if they did that, then how are people getting all these bones? Because all the bones would be at the bottom of the fucking ocean and nobody can go there. Well, see, there's just a whole bunch of this that doesn't make sense. All right?
Oh my God. All right. So to recap this episode, Mike does not believe in dinosaurs. Definitely believes in the Lord as his savior. And how do you feel about OJ, Mike?
He's guilty, but it's fucked
and
up.
On that note, we'll wrap it up. So be sure to check us out each week, every Thursday, 6 a.m. We'll drop a new podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Black Irish Pod. Follow me at Brendala7 and follow Mike TBD. So check us out next week. Be sure to keep sharing. It means a lot to us.
Never go to jail for stealing your own stuff back.
Don't go to jail for stealing your own stuff back. Have a good week.
Yeah. How we get older in the end of our podcast?